Oh, she's all decked out in her elven cloak and her riding boots.
Following a recommendation from Ian Brody's Lord of the Rings location guidebook, we make a date with Dart Stables Horse Trekking Company in Glenarchy to experience their hour-and-a-half-long Ride of the Rings. Being first-timers, Agnes and I were a bit nervous about riding and maneuvering a living creature, but our Dart Stable guides were very supportive and gave simple enough instructions to turn even us awkward hobbits to natural riders of Rohan.
Remember your horses' names. If you haven't gathered, that's your name for the morning. You can see the wake of the boat.
See those snow-capped mountain peaks straight ahead? Those were the same peaks used in the aerial shots of Isengard in the Lord of the Rings films.
Where Mac and I are walking is where the Fellowship comes walking along on their way to see Galadriel in the first film. So this is Lothlorien forest. And as they're walking, they're surprised by Heldir the elf and his posse of elves that pop out from the trees with their bows and arrows drawn. And Heldir tells Gimli that he breathed so loud he could have been shot in the dark. So when you hear that cheeky comment, they're stood just by this pile of wood here. This was 11 years ago now, believe it or not, that they filmed it, and so there's been some natural changes to the forest. On the other side of you guys, there's a small clearing. Especially you in the front should be able to see it quite clearly. Then that clearing is where Aragorn and the main Uruk-hai battle, just after Boromir's been killed. This is the end of the first movie.
Presley! I'm on a horse.
This is where the hobbits are coming running down the hillside, being chased by the Uruk-hai at the end of the first film. So this is also a set from Amon Hen. They used loads of different locations, and for this set in particular, the top of the hill would be in Closeburn, which is on the way back to Queenstown. And that's where Boromir is chasing Frodo around trying to get the ring. Then when they're running down the hillside, that's here, just at the base of that twisted beech tree, behind these plants here, that is where Boromir is killed, as he's very bravely trying to defend the hobbits. Then Sam and Frodo make their way down the hillside, and they escape in a lake, which should be to your left, but that was actually done in Wellington. And also, when Aragorn battles the Uruk-hai that kills Boromir, as you guys saw before, that's over on the other side of the property. Get up! Especially you, Cody, ready. All right, go on. Are you trying to have more tonight? Yeah.